Hi, welcome to Boot Talk. I'm Brennan. I'm here with Frank and Ben. How we doing today, guys?
I'm good. We were talking about wallets.
Talking about wallets.
I got a pretty cool wallet. Shout out to Eekster. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's
I'm here
EK.
too, I'm eating Cheetos.
Yeah,
Shane
Shane's
is also here eating Cheetos.
Shane's all mic'd up.
Are they Flaming Hot Cheetos?
Of
Good
course they're
man.
Flaming Hot Cheetos. But shout out to Eekster.
You didn't have to say it
Same
like
thing
that.
you were
I
mentioning
need
the
to know
metal.
that.
Yeah.
It's the same shit where it's got like the card block and shit, but it's got the button so the cards slide out. You know. But I like this one because it's got the not sponsored. Don't. But I like this one because it's got the flat, so that way you can I put like my ID and shit. The other one's just like the metal and it holds like 10 cards or whatever.
Yeah.
This holds like 6, but then you can put more in. But I just like it. It's
it's
sleeker
nice.
because
And
I used to have those and no matter how hard I tried, it would fill up. And it would be that it had like a dad wallet, and I'm like, dude, my
I
ass
didn't even
hurts.
realize that when I got this, it only got 2 slots.
Yeah, that looks
It's
slick.
horrible.
That's
Well, it's slick because it's meant for a child. I think it's meant for somebody. It's meant
meant
for
to
somebody
fit
who's got like 2 cards and a fuck. It's nothing. You can't fit anything in
it's
here.
meant to fit
That's
in
why
a
it's
child's
so
pocket.
sleek. No, when I was at the
Here's in Nicole's kids
listen,
section.
when I was doing CPLs, man, at the county, and people would come in, and I'd be like, all right, it's gonna be, we do everything. And I already didn't think most of these people should have a gun.
You guys take call cash.
But like, no. It was like, that would have been better. When I would hear like this, I'd be like, all right, it's going to be 115. Want to pay cash or card? And it didn't matter what they said. Hold on 1 second. Shh. I'm like, you got a fucking Velcro wallet? I'm like, you should be disqualified immediately. You should be disqualified.
Hey,
Velcro
take this man's
wallet.
license away.
Yeah, you are not. I don't know.
Revoke it now.
Like, so this was a pretty good fake ID. But I'm sorry, we're not accepting this. I swear it's real. With a Velcro fucking wallet. Get out of here.
You're a fucking baby if you have a Velcro wallet.
I don't think I ever had a Velcro wallet. I remember my mom gave me a Spider-Man Velcro wallet, but I never used it. I was like so young.
I think
was like
had
4
one.
or
I mean,
5.
when I had a Velcro wallet, I didn't. It was before I needed a wallet.
Yeah.
Every wallet
That's
I
what
was
I'm
ever
saying.
given, I didn't need.
I had one of those magnet ones with the magnet clip.
Oh, yeah?
on it. Those were
I think I
nice.
had one of those.
It wasn't till I needed a wallet that I had to buy my own wallet.
Yeah.
I would get a wallet
You
and
got
I'm like,
enough money you need to hold.
I'm
your
like,
money.
what am I
Yeah.
gonna do? Like, I really didn't start actually walking around with a wallet until I was like probably like 21, 22, and it was after
probably, like,
college, after I left Central,
high school.
because when I was at Central, I didn't need a wallet because I guess I had my I had no money. I had my card for my ID.
Like, at your high school. Or
But even
whatever
then,
ID.
I didn't, I didn't, I only needed a wallet
Yeah,
if
I
I was going
didn't
to go
even-
use that wallet.
I didn't even carry that ID. on
I
me.
didn't drive anywhere. I didn't have a car.
Go Dread.
So it wasn't until, I was like working and I had a car. I had a car and I was driving all the time. And I was like, I think you're at the age where you probably shouldn't be running out of here without your
Yeah.
identification. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
start carrying that thing on you. And now
Yeah.
I do. And then I'd be like,
You ever have a Velcro wallet?
and now when
Shane?
someone tells me I got a wallet, I don't got my wallet, I'm like, is this a mistake? And I just didn't bring it. I'm like,
Shane still
What?
has a Velcro wallet.
Well, I'm just curious if he turned his mic off before we went outside, or if
Probably when I was a kid.
we heard all that.
He did.
exactly.
He turned it off.
You did. All right.
Exactly. When you were a kid, you had a Velcro wallet. I had a duct tape wallet one
You're a
time.
baby.
So did I. There was a phase there too where me and my buddy were making a bunch of duct tape shit, just buying up Home Depot's duct tape.
Yeah,
never
making everyone
really
real
did
nervous.
that.
Why this guy's buying so much duct tape?
Why is he buying in color
Got like
too?
4 bodies to take care of.
Yeah. Why is it so colorful? Why is
Why is he getting creative with it?
arts and crafts?
This guy's a real fucking psychopath.
Real crazy one we got here.
And I know I say this as I drink it. I don't like. Well, let me reword
so
it.
fucking thirsty.
I don't think McDonald's Coke is the superior Coke. I said it. There, I said it.
Yeah, that's fighting words, dude.
I don't think it is. In fact, I think it's, dare I say, inferior. Okay, well, I don't know
What
if you
do
can really say
what is
much
your-
then if
what
you don't
is
like
your-
Coke.
What is your argument?
I don't really, I guess, have an argument other than, like, taste it. It just, like,
Other
it
than
doesn't.
what? Coke and what?
No, like
the
Coke
more-
versus Coke.
What's the more superior way to drink it?
In a can or from any other establishment that sells Coke. From the nipple. I wish. Hey, I went to the source. I didn't see a nipple. And I would have suckled at it had I found it. And I was sucking on everything. No,
Every building's got a
they
restricted
asked me,
room.
sir,
Yeah,
please
they've
stop
got
looking
it
for the
in the
nipple. We told you there is no nipple.
You see that Futurama, the Slurm episode, dude? They always had that secret room.
There's always
They won't
that
let you go
one
in it.
room that you
They don't show you the nipples, Brennan.
So here's what happened when I went on, because I went to the world of Coca-Cola, and first thing that happens is you walk in and you get a mug shot. I don't know if this is like a thing that they're doing now.
They don't know who you are.
Yeah, I mean, like literally, it was like, stand right here, stop, look at me, smile, good, now keep going, next. And then it was like before you walked in.
What is this, Disney?
And they had like a backdrop, but the backdrop was just like a random like running video that had nothing to do with Coke. It was just random pictures. It wasn't like to scale, so like the backdrop, like the picture behind me was like probably just like someone's like blown up shoulder. So like there was no like, it was clear. I even said, I was like, this is my mug shot, and like ha ha ha. And I was like, so yes, because the aquarium across the street was doing it. The same setup. The same setup. So I was like, okay, so this isn't like, well, they want you to buy it. I'm like, why would anyone buy this? It looks like a mugshot. There's not like it's not like there's a red carpet backdrop or like a Coke logo or something behind me. It's like, it's just pixels that you can't identify what it is. So I don't know. I didn't understand it. Well, maybe I didn't understand it. So anyway, so we go in and you're in this room that's like got like these Coke glass, different like giant Coke glasses, and you're just like, and I was just like immediately just like, I don't really give a shit about this, and I was like kind of disappointed, but I was like, whatever. We're all filing into this room, but there's a lot of people.
You're waiting for like the Charlie and the Chocolate
I'm
Factory
expecting
moment.
it's called the world. This isn't called the Museum of Coke. This is called the World of Coca-Cola.
Yeah, it's not the Museum of Coke. Yeah.
You know, so I go in to this giant. Oh, that's not this giant room. This small room. Well, not small room. This medium-sized room that is covered in Coke memorabilia, covered in it. Walls. It looks like everything that they could fit in like 10 Applebee's in this one little room. Like
I love that.
You know,
unit unit of measurement.
Yeah, it was like 10 Applebee's of
Worth of
memorabilia
Coke
worth of Coke memorabilia. If that visualizes it for you, but it was in a much smaller spot than it was. Probably like in Applebee's is like not even their kitchen, like their line. You know, but we had a fair bit of people in here, and I immediately was like, I think I made a big mistake.
Yeah.
Because there's a woman talking to all the people in here, asking trivia questions.
How much did this cost?
It was like $22, which was actually very cheap because the aquarium was $44.
Yeah, I love the aquarium because we went scoop. We'll talk about it.
I wish I went to the aquarium. So I immediately was like, uh-oh.
It's way better.
I texted my buddy because he didn't come with me. I was like, I made a mistake. I thought I was going to walk through an exhibit of some sort. I think I'm on a tour.
Yeah. Again,
this is
it's
not
not a
cool.
museum.
I am now terrified. I'm about to be at the goddamn mercy of the pace of this woman, and I'm with like almost 100. There's easily 100 people on this thing, and I'm like, oh god, what have I done?
Yeah.
What have I done? I think it was a couple of birthdays.
Where's the exit?
Literally, I was like, I gotta go. I've got to go. I was about to bail. She's asking questions like, what's the oldest item in here? And I'm like, oh, I don't care. I don't care. And then someone, picks it. No one got it right. And then she's like, all right, and go through these doors. And I'm thinking, like, do I need to leave? Whatever, go through these doors. It was like a theater. So we all sit down in, like, this movie theater. And I'm like, all right, let's see what happens. Maybe this could be interesting, And it's a 6-minute video. 6 minutes called, like, Happy Moments. And it was just, like, 6 minutes of these, I want to say it was, like, 3 or 4... maybe 5 events, like small little scenes, edited together, of like
it's like Project Ultra.
of like a couple, someone proposing to like their their girlfriend, a couple, surprising their parents to let them know that they're pregnant, some other shit, like some dumb shit, like weird shit, like a girl.
What does it have to do with Coke?
Exactly. What the fuck does it have to do with Coke? Because a Coke wasn't in all of the scenes or all of the like the newlywed couple. There was not a Coke in the whole in the proposal video. There wasn't a Coke in the whole goddamn scene. And when there was a Coke, it wasn't highlighted. It wasn't even zoomed in on. It was just like
Someone's
Coke
drinking
in the
a Coke
background.
someone's drinking a Coke in the background.
Literally, and I was just like, what is this? What is this? I'm thinking like, I'm looking around like, are we all like fucked in the head? Like, what is going on here? Like,
I can imagine them filming it, and they're like, "Hey, that guy needs to be doing something." They're like, "We'll give him a Coke." He's like, "Oh yeah, it is a Coke. It is like a Coke."
Literally, it was almost like
totally
Coke was such an afterthought in this, and I was literally like looking around. I was like, "Am I the only one who's like who's wondering what's happening?"
Yeah.
Like, did I take acid or something? Like, I would have sat through a Coke ad. It would have been dumb, but I would have sat, like, you've got me in here. I came to the world of Coca-Cola. You don't need to sell me on it. Jesus Christ, I came here.
Where's my free Coke? Did they even give you any? Like,
Well, first off, not up to this point. Which
what
I was
the
already,
fuck, Atlanta?
I was very
Are you
upset.
fucking kidding me?
I'll tell you what,
Aquarium's
I'll get into
cool.
Atlanta in a second, my disappointments with Coca-Cola in Atlanta.
I got family
But
down
right
there.
now,
I
this is
feel
the world
bad.
of Coca-Cola. So we get up, the 6-minute thing's done. The fucking screen comes up. He tries to get us to start clapping. I'm like, I'm not clapping
Everyone's
for
like,
this
what
guy.
the fuck are we clapping for?
No. Here's the thing. People were clapping. And I was like, oh, no. This is disappointing. I should have expected this from the people, from society. And the screen comes up, and there's like this tunnel. They walk away, whatever. And as I'm walking like in somewhat of a group of people. And I very loudly go, what the fuck was that, guys? Like, hopefully someone's going to join in and, like, be like, yeah, what was that? I want a Coca-Cola, and I don't think this is the world. I'm trying to start a riot or start, like, a revolution.
You guys don't understand who I am.
no
I'm
one-
Brennan fucking Bauer.
No one jumped with me. No one. In fact, the two people behind me were like, that was touching. It almost brought me to tears, and I was like, I'm dying. I'm going to die
Please
here.
help me.
And we come into this, like, little, like, I don't know what it was, like a lobby thing, and they're like, there's 5 exhibits, and you could walk through them freely, and I was like, thank God.
Fucking
the fuck
Christ.
Thank
was
God.
Thank God.
And it was like, here's the vault, and here's the it was the vault, and here's the factory, and then this is just this is just a guy dressed as the polar bear.
There's just one room where there's just one dude.
No, it wasn't even a room. It was just like in the back. It was in the side of the lobby.
He's a zoo
It was a
animal.
giant.
Go in our igloo.
And
It's
it was
just
not
one
a
dude in
good-looking
like a polar bear.
It was not a good-looking polar bear costume. It was like a polar bear mixed with a giant Sid the Sloth.
Oh my God.
Didn't look right. Like
The way
the
its
polar
head
bear had a
was.
very long neck. Didn't make sense to me. But and then upstairs there was this exhibit of, like, I guess it must have been like all the different ingredients and chemicals, and like you could smell, like it was like a little like perfume thing, you could spray it and
Here's
it
our
would like
cocaine room.
and you could smell it.
We
I
still use
wish.
it.
Trust me, I would have stayed a lot
People
longer.
are like up against the glass, like, they're like,
But-
all right, come on, move it
So
along.
that was like, honestly, it was like more interesting, the setup in the room, than the actual smelling things.
Yeah.
And then the other room, I don't even know there was a 5th room, but the other room was
I'm shocked you
The other
didn't.
room was actually interesting in terms of it was, and I'll show you pictures here if you want to post them. It was
Put them up here.
every it was like, okay, it was like it was like a fountain of, like, you see at McDonald's, like, with a bunch of different flavors.
Yeah.
And there was 4 fountains in each circle, and there was like 4 of these booths, or 4 or 5 of them, and each fountain and each one had a different flavor from
So they just
the-
had every flavor ever.
that they made. Well, mostly not really Coke flavors. It was like every flavor that the company made.
Yeah.
Throughout different countries, and I tried all of them. A lot of interesting ones.
Oh, so they let you try it?
Yeah, you got to try.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Okay.
so yeah, that was cool.
Sorry, Atlanta. I guess
Don't apologize. Don't
No?
apologize yet. They
Okay.
did not.
I guess
This
it
was
wasn't
not worth it.
$20 worth.
This wasn't worth it.
They have no big gulps there. They were like little fucking tester.
They were
cups,
literally Dixie cups. I tried them all.
huh? Yeah, I'm tapping this bitch out.
I'm getting the world record.
At
ready?
$20, $22. Like I said, compared to the aquarium, which was
Line 'em all up.
$44, cheap. Granted, I wish I'd gone to the aquarium, but I didn't, because I'll talk about it. It was a long day. So anyway, a good day. I actually enjoyed my whole time there. It was just certain things I was disappointed with in
Oh,
terms
yeah.
of the city of Atlanta and the world of Coca-Cola. The world of Coca-Cola.
Yeah, you might wanna
well, I'm going
fix-
to put
fix that title.
Coca-Cola in quotations. Anyway, and there was like a museum of like how everything was made, and I didn't give a shit about the museum. I didn't really give it. I knew a little bit about the history, but I was like, I honestly don't care. I want a Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
This is what I want, a
Oh, yeah.
Coca-Cola. You got to see a little bit of bottling, which once again, like, this isn't really bottling. This is a fake bottling thing, because obviously you're not bottling things here.
Yeah.
But whatever, still. The flavors were cool. Some of them sucked. Some of them were okay. Some of them were really good. But then they had one that was just like, you could just try. It was just, these are just Coca-Cola. It was like Coca-Cola. And I was like, okay, finally, some Coca-Cola. I wanted to try New Coke, but you cowards didn't have it. You
Wait, what?
cowards
Wait, what?
didn't have New Coke.
What's New Coke?
Years ago, they introduced New Coke. They got rid of the old Coke taste and whatever, and everyone went nuts.
Coke.
The world went nuts. Look
They
it
were
up.
pissed that like they switched to
Look
a
it up.
different.
This was in the 80s or 90s, or 70s or 60s or 50s or 40s. No, probably 70s or 80s or 80s or 30s. It doesn't matter.
80s or 30s, one or the other.
Probably 80s or 90s.
80s or the 30s, one of the
But
other.
they, I
One
think
of
80s or
those.
90s. But they introduced a new. It was called New Coke. They were like, we're locking the old one in the vault. This is New Coke, and everyone's like, you're fucking insane. Fuck you! I'm burning down
like,
everyone.
You're like,
You
you're gonna
know,
collapse society if you
Literally,
do
like people were like, okay, never mind. Here's the old Coke back. And like,
Brennan's in his
but what
mom's
was
womb,
funny
like,
though, they did say though, in like blind taste tests, people chose New Coke. But anyway,
Oh,
I wanted
really?
to try New Coke. They didn't have it, but they had just regular Coke. So I got the regular Coke because I was dying to just have Coke. But of course, there's only little Dixie cups. I refilled it like 6 or 7
that. I'll
times.
say, dude, I would fucking.
I kept going back. Once I knew where it was at, I was like, I'm gonna check out the rest of the exhibit now with a Coke.
Yeah.
And
I'll take a little bit with me.
I'll be honest though, I was disappointed because that Coke that I had, while it was Coke,
Was it cold?
no, it was it was regular
I was
fountain.
just gonna ask, is it cold?
It was it was cold. It wasn't like warm, but
Fucked up.
Just
There's no
didn't hit?
ice.
no.
There's fucking ice.
There wasn't
The
ice.
suspense is
But that-
killing me, Brennan.
It just wasn't that good of Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? Like, no, I mean,
You're
no,
not gonna waste
no,
a good
no.
product on you fucking fools that paid $20.
What
to
do you
walk
mean?
around.
This should be the nipple. This is the teat. This is it. The world of Coca-Cola.
That's what he thought when
in
he
the
walked
city of
in.
Atlanta.
Don't you hate when that happens?
You've taken me through the whole history. You've shown me the propaganda video. You've shown me the oldest item that you have. You showed me the vault that was not the vault but had the history of Coke. You showed me how you bottle it but didn't really bottle it. And then you made me smell everything for some reason. And then you made me taste everything. And then I just said, I want to try New Coke. You said, what's New Coke? Forget about that.
That's locked in the vault.
Yeah, that's in the other vault, the one that we didn't show you. And then I said,
There's actually 12 stories underneath there that
and then
I'll
I
tell
said,
you about.
all right, fine, you're going to let me try Coke? You got Coke? And they said, yes, we got Coke.
Wait till the end.
And I
Brennan.
said, this should be the greatest Coke. When I drank this Coke,
like you got sucked
I
in the-
should have cried.
Yeah.
I should have cried for the simple fact of, I will never be here again unless I come back to Atlanta. Because I'm like, this is where the greatest tasting Coke in my life should have been.
Yeah, but it's not going to be.
But not only was it not the greatest, it was just like, okay, this was okay. Like, it wasn't even like top 5. The Coke, like, it was like,
Yeah.
and then I got a bottle of Coke on the way through the gift shop. Because I got a bottle.
$8 bottle of Coke.
Way too expensive. Way too. Well, keep in mind, it was actually a big bottle of it. It was like a liter
Oh,
bottle.
was it like the, oh.
It was like a liter bottle. But it was the only one that. So I got that, and I got like a nice glass.
How much was it?
I think I spent like $13 between the glass and the Coke. So it wasn't like crazy.
Still.
I mean,
Fucked in the ass.
yeah, I mean, But anyway, I was like,
You know.
the glass, like I said, Coke in a can. People say bottle. Hey, you do you.
But like,
bottle.
would you have been more upset if they just had fucking cans of Coke? In the
Yeah, like
corner?
here's our
Like a
6-foot
fountain?
table with
Look at
cans of Coke.
Look.
spread out.
It's
No.
like plastic
All right, everybody grab
You want to know
some.
what I expected?
Yeah.
Let me tell you what I expected. Okay, I
He
expected.
expected a river of Coke.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I expected a goddamn river of Coke.
I could do that,
I
dude.
expected Charlie and the
'Cause
Chocolate
I bet
Factory
you $10.
Coke.
I bet you $10
Okay.
in that bottling factory. They're bottling them up and then pouring them back out. Is the same
Literally.
fucking bottles, bring them back
Like
around.
I wanted to see
You
a
can
river.
do a river
I
if you got
wanted
that
a
much
river.
Coke.
I wanted a river, or
They
this
should
is,
share
or you know what I
Mr.
wanted?
Beast, do a
Or you
river
know what I
Coke.
really wanted? I wanted this for the city of Atlanta. I'm very disappointed in the city of Atlanta on this, but I would have accepted this at least in the world of Coke. I got neither. Every corner, every fucking wall, every time I turn, everywhere, I wanted a fucking water fountain that had Coke. Okay?
Yeah.
I wanted a
That'd be dope.
free vending machine of Coke. Okay? This is the goddamn capital of Coca-Cola. And I only say that
Dude, somebody somewhere has one.
I didn't know it was the capital. I mean, I knew it was in Georgia, but it wasn't like it didn't click until I got to Atlanta, and they wouldn't shut up about it. I walked around the city of Atlanta at 8 in the morning searching for Coca-Cola, and I couldn't find one. You know what I could find? Fucking murals of Coca-Cola.
Oh, yeah,
That's
everything.
cool. But I couldn't find a convenience store. I couldn't find a gas station, a 7-Eleven.
Is that really what Atlanta's like all about? It's like murals of Coca-Cola.
No,
It's very, very artsy.
Not a
There's
lot of them, but they had enough to have. They had enough of them to also, if like, okay, cool, you gonna talk about it? Give me a fucking Coke,
You can talk about it, be about it.
and it was fine. It's like,
Talk
I'm not,
about
fine.
it,
You don't want to
be
give out
about
free
it.
Coke, even though they would have been nice because the homeless people really wanted something to drink down there. They were really thirsty. You know, they were always asking me for something to drink.
Yeah.
No, because like everything. And at first I was like, I felt bad for the homeless people, man, because I felt bad for them because the reason they're homeless is probably not because they don't have jobs or anything. It's because everything's really fucking expensive
Yeah,
down there.
everything's expensive.
Oh my
Just
God.
like LA or fucking New York, it's
Like,
the same shit.
But there's
It's
no
expensive.
excuse.
No, it's
There's
because
no
it's the big-
excuse
because
for
of the
things.
name. That's because of the name.
There's no excuse for things to be so expensive when you go places. You know, you
There's-
go to
yeah,
you go
it
to a
should be.
game, you go to a
Be
stadium,
careful, it's fun. It's
you go to a hotel, you go to a
No, that's not.
you go to a you know you go to a you go anywhere, and they
that's
charge
not
you
it.
something crazy.
He's fucking mobile.
You know,
He's fucking mobile.
it's
It's not that one. It's the
It's
the one on the
insane.
bottom.
you know. What drives me nuts is you go to these places, they charge you some crazy price, and what does people? Well, they'll tell you, or what does people you're with tell you? They'll say, well, you know, what are you gonna do? You're in a
So they-
casino. That's what they do. They got you here. What do you mean they got me here?
Keep it going. Keep
What
it-
do you
keep the
mean they
cameras
got
going.
me here? Tell me one
it going more
location
than
that I
10.
go to where they don't got me. You know, if I go to McDonald's and I walk into McDonald's on the corner and I walk in there and I go, I'd like a CokeCola, and they go, it could be $7. What? And they go, well, you're here. You don't like it? Leave. Oh,
You don't like it? Leave.
you know?
Leave,
Well,
yeah.
okay, then I'll leave. You know?
You need to put that sign up right next to the.
If you don't like it, leave.
You don't like it? Leave.
Oh my god.
I just, you know, I just don't appreciate, you know, like, I don't understand why, like, I don't understand why it's got to be so expensive.
I know.
Like,
The
on the
aquarium, I'm
plane-
telling you, though, the
Taxing.
aquarium would have
We
been.
know.
I can guarantee you that.
Let me give
20
you
minutes.
a quick example of how expensive everything is. On the
I know.
plane, I got the little mini bags of rolled gold pretzels. I asked for 3 of them because I was hungry. I didn't eat.
Like, oh, that's $5.
No, it was they just gave me 3 of them. I said, I'll pay. Actually, I said, no, here you go, 3. They just gave me them. I ate them. It was great. Thank you, Delta. Like randomly, like 2 days into the trip, we're walking around, whatever. We're walking through the hotel lobby, and they got like a little restaurant thing in it with like, you know, snacks and like deli
food
and shit. You know,
kiosk, yeah.
it was more of a kiosk. It was like a little. You could sit down and eat. You could get like stuff from a fridge,
Like a
but you could,
fucking panini or something.
yeah, you could, yeah, like be literally like that. So I was like, oh, I'll just get those bags, roll of pretzels. I'll just get 2. I'll buy 2 of them. $6 and some change.
Yeah.
The mini
some
bags.
pretzels, yeah.
The mini.
Yeah.
I was like, why? And they're like, well, you're in a hotel. This is, you know, it's not. This,
You guys buy those for like 2 cents.
you should be able to buy these in the city. I can go to a Kroger
Yeah.
anywhere and buy these.
Fucking ridiculous.
You know,
Oh yeah.
I didn't.
Those pretzels, didn't you? You bought
What?
them.
You bought those $6 pretzels.
Well, no, I didn't know the price until I bought them because they didn't have, they didn't have. No, of course they
Yeah.
didn't have the price listed.
Of course not. It's a hotel. You're here.
Oh man. Yeah, the aquarium's fucking sweet. Just because there's so much more. We went to the Coke thing and I was like, this is fucking same shit. It's like I felt like it was a museum. That's why I kept. I'm like, this is a museum. This is not like a World of Coke.
Yeah.
Because anyway, we go to like Legoland and you would expect fucking Lego. It's
Yeah.
not- there's some history, but it's like
You expect a place to be made out of Legos.
yeah.
You know,
Exactly. But
you wouldn't
the-
expect to be like in a corporate office.
The aquarium's cool because they have literally like everything, like a little bit of everything, every fucking animal ever.
I'm so mad.
But it was cool because me and my dad we scuba dive, so we signed up to go scuba diving with the
In
the
the
whale
aquarium
sharks. Yeah, in the you know the whale
in
sharks?
Georgia.
Yeah, you can go scuba diving in there.
You know,
So that's
you
way better.
definitely should have went to
I'm
the
telling you,
aquarium.
dude,
You
I'm
could went
telling you.
scuba diving.
They have like a whole
Expensive,
Brennan.
though.
They got a
That's really
restaurant. They got everything.
How
Like
much was that?
as he said, it's like $40-something to enter, and then
So go
obviously.
scuba diving.
just scuba.
Oh, scuba! We gotta be trained. You gotta go through like their like 2-hour course because they're whale sharks, so they're fucking huge. But their mouth, their esophagus is only this
the
big.
sharks, so you should probably have some.
No, they don't have teeth. They're like whales. But it was just cool to be. There was other sharks in the tank
Whale
that
teeth.
weren't fucking whale sharks. That was fucking.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I've never swam with another human, so
It's like, I
to
don't-
swim with a
I didn't
whale
take my
shark would be
shirt
very
off.
cool.
You scared?
No, I was like I said, I was more scared of the other sharks than the whale sharks were fucking beautiful. And I like one went over us, and I got up to like get behind it, and I didn't realize they do laps. That's what they do all fucking day. They just do shit. And she's like, if they're coming,
Something tells me they don't
they're
do
not
laps in
fucking
the wild.
moving. And yeah, dude, and it was coming, and I ducked down, and my dad went up, and he was like hovering above it. But our dive instructor that trained us and everything, he told us the story. He's like, well, be careful, because when you go, those motherfuckers don't move. And he was doing the same thing where he kind of came up behind it, but he wasn't watching its tail. Its tail came by, hit him, took his mask off, everything. You don't realize how hard those things are, how fast they're actually moving, how powerful it is underwater.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit,
It's
dude.
fucking crazy.
And
Or
their
just
fins like that big alone.
Just the
It's like,
strength of animals, you know, just like the sheer strength of some, you know.
it's fucking nuts. But yeah, that's just a fun time. They have other, touch tanks.
Well,
shit
I
like
definitely
that.
made the
That's
wrong
cool.
decision then. Here's
Next
what
time.
I was gonna go to both because once I left, I was like, I'm gonna go right to the aquarium because I thought when I looked it up online, I thought it was like $20. I was like, I'll go right in there, be
Yeah.
perfect day. It was like 44. I was like, nope. And I would have
I
gone.
like Coke more.
Well,
Cheaped
here's
out.
the
She thought.
well, here's the reason though. Let me tell you why I cheaped out. Because my breakfast was very expensive.
Oh yeah.
I did not. So I was
Come
at the
on,
hotel.
you make big money now.
Not this type of money. I was at the hotel, and I was like, when we checked in, I wasn't really paying attention to like. I didn't really hear what she said, but she mentioned something about the breakfast. I didn't know if she said it was included or not. But I thought, how could expensive could the breakfast be? You know. So I come down for breakfast. I was gonna treat myself. You know, get myself. You know. I'm
Never
thinking.
been to a hotel before?
Yeah.
No, I don't fucking travel, dude. I don't know.
fucking don't
Literally,
travel
like.
either, but
How much is
Traveling.
breakfast?
Hotel shit's fucking expensive.
So here's the thing. It was just a
Well, you
buffet.
didn't even get complimentary bed. It was in like complimentary.
No, there was not.
breakfast?
I thought they said something like because she brought it up. So I was like, oh, is there like a breakfast? But I didn't hear what she said.
Might
Like,
be a timeline too.
so I was like, oh, whatever. So, well, I went down there. It was a very tiny buffet. When I say tiny buffet, I mean
Just
like
a table, or like a
Yes.
no, I mean like Big Boy blows it out of the fucking water.
yeah.
Okay, like I mean like 5 things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything was room temperature.
Yeah.
Shout out Big Boy for a second.
Okay, so shout out Big Boy's breakfast buffet. Is
Got the
is shit.
cereal. Got like bagels or whatever bread. Just a
Not even
toast
that.
and-
They had like some yogurt. They had
Yeah,
some
yogurt.
bacon, some
They
potatoes,
had bacon and
and
potatoes.
some eggs.
That was better. Well, that was better than.
That's all you
most.
need.
All cold.
Yeah, for real.
No. All cold.
Well,
All
You
cold
said it
room
was room
temperature.
temperature. Now it's
yeah,
cold.
you gotta get it. You gotta get there like
Cold
when
to
it
room
opens.
temperature. It's a fucking buffet. It's supposed to be hot. They're heating it up there. What the?
Fair enough.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It does have the heat things underneath.
You know, you're supposed. First off, not only that, food's supposed to maintain a temperature.
What
yeah.
time did you get there?
Breakfast time. It was like
What time was breakfast?
I was out there between 7 and 8. It was
Oh, yeah.
before 8 because I was looking for a Coke
All right.
at 8.
Yeah, it was before 8.
Yeah, that's,
Okay.
that's early.
So
Should've been hot. Should've been hot.
Should've been hot.
so whatever. So I get some. So I get some yogurt. I get some bacon potatoes. I'm eating. I'm not really. I'm like just whatever.
Potatoes
Bill
are a nice
comes.
touch, though.
The bill comes. I'm thinking like how much could this?
$20?
$30.
For
I was
you
like,
better go back up there and get another plate, boy. Fuck that. All you can eat. All right, take the tray of eggs. I'm fucking gone.
Jesus Christ.
Bacon. I'm taking the
I was like, when we're done buying food.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
we're done
Fucking
buying food for the
hotels are
trip.
fucking.
Well, how much money did you go down there with?
I went down there, I think, with $300-400. Not,
All the goddamn money at Delta. That's what he did.
Spent all the
no, I didn't spend any money at Delta. I spent maybe,
$6.
no, on the plane was free. I said,
Yeah, yeah.
the hotel's what charged me.
Oh, the hotel you
The
bought.
hotel, they charged me at the hotel restaurant
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
The plane was free. The only thing I paid for when I was at the plane, it was only like I think $5 to $7. I got some McDonald's, but like, the only thing the McDonald's prices were normal prices, except they charged what a normal fast food restaurant would charge for a pop instead of the normal $1 that they charge everywhere else, which is kind of annoying because it's like, what's different about this McDonald's? You guys have McDonald's everywhere.
We can do whatever we want.
Like this McDonald's at the airport should actually have a better opportunity of getting goods and product because it's at a fucking airport.
Yeah.
Where deliveries take place.
Oh yeah. I always thought that'd be weird working in.
Like
an
why are things
airport.
more expensive here? And why at the Tigers games when it's owned by the same guy
goes
who
the mic
owns Little
stand again.
Caesars
It's gonna fall off again.
are Little Caesars pizzas like almost what is it like $17?
A slice is $5.
It's like for a full Little Caesars pizza, and it's not even a
Like
full Little.
$15.
It is not even a full pizza.
It's like 6.
It's like $17, $15, $17.
Every sporting event. though.
It makes no sense. It's
Everybody
owned by the
makes money.
same company.
Because where you're at, it's time, it's
Why?
supply and demand.
Give
Wha-
the people what they
Wha-
want.
But
you
what's
know?
the difference between
No,
the supply and
it's not
demand?
supply and demand.
What's
It's-
the difference?
It's you're stuck in here, so you have no other choice but
What's
to buy
the
it.
difference though between that Little Caesars being stuck in that Little Caesars than being stuck in the other Little Caesars in any other place? The one down here. I go into that Little Caesars.
Because we're
If-
only open at certain
if I
times.
go, no, stop.
Because they play
Listen,
baseball
listen,
with
listen.
Little Caesars.
If no, stop. Listen. If I go,
Get over
oh,
it.
you think that's money's going to the players?
Pay the fucking
fuck
tax.
Do you think that's what's paying for the contract? If I go to the Little Caesars down here and I walk in and I say I want a pizza and he goes, that'd be $20. And I go, are you fucking crazy?
Of course you're not going to buy it.
No, I'm not gonna. Of course I'm not gonna buy it.
It's
But,
novelty price.
but what can he say? What can he say? He can say, "You're here, man. This is where the Little Caesars pizza is, and this is where
you
you're
can
at."
go somewhere else and buy another pizza. You can't do that at a fucking ball
Yes, I
game.
can. I go somewhere else.
Where?
I can leave to go to a Little
Well,
Caesars.
then go to
can't
the
bring it
other.
back
Go to
in,
the
though.
other pizza
Fuck coming
joint.
back in. I don't want to come back in. Your
That's my
pizza.
point. Is if
I
you're
don't
Well,
want
get
to come
the
back
fuck
in.
outta here.
I don't want to come back in. Your pizza's $20. Your pop $7.
You don't like it.
all right, that's it, everybody.
And the
Have a
view,
good night.
and the view sucks. I can get a better view on the TV. I want to watch the game at home.
Then why'd you buy Tiger tickets?
I didn't.
Get the fuck over
I
it.
came with my friends and I had nothing else to do.
Then you
And
got $20 to blow.
It
on.
was so expensive.
You got. If you
I
didn't
don't
have
want to be
if you
here. I
didn't
don't
have to-
even like the
all right, if you
game.
didn't have to pay for the ticket, would it be different? That means you could spend your money on
No. Like
bullshit
the
expensive
ticket's
food.
not the fucking expensive thing. Just get in there. Who gives a shit? $20. The higher you go, the better the seat usually. At least in some cases, because the game. I don't like going to any game. Well, I don't like baseball really, but I don't like going to games. Well, I've never been to a basketball game, so that may be a little different. Well, college, but who gave a shit?
There too, just if you're wondering.
But I mean, like, I don't think it's a better viewing experience going to a football game. I love football.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch it at home on TV. I can, besides the fact that I can,
You can get up, go
I
do
can
what
get up,
you
I
want.
can
You ain't
smoke,
gotta-
I can
you
piss.
ain't gotta wait in
Not
line at the
even-
bathroom.
Anything. I can eat
Yes.
whatever I want. I can do whatever I want.
Going to the game
But you know what
every
else?
fucking day, dude.
It's
Stick it off, Brennan.
no.
He's going mad.
But it's a better
Cut.
view. It's a better picture. It's a better angle. I can't see shit when I'm at the game. When I'm at the game, I'm watching the TV.
Yeah.
Take a mental break this episode.
I'm losing my shit, man.
First the Coke, and now the fucking Comerica.
I'm sorry,
What are you
guys.
I was wandering the streets of Atlanta looking for a CokeCola all hours of the day and night.
Imagine what their ball game
Final thoughts.
prices
Final
are.
thoughts.
Well, I guess
Brennan's gone
don't
mad.
go to Coca-Cola World because
Yeah.
I mean you can. He just told you everything that it was about, but
Yes, he sips
don't expect no
Coca-Cola.
Coke River because you're not gonna fucking
He's
get it.
even probably
If you're in
more
Atlanta,
corporate.
I will
From
check
the
out the
teat.
aquarium.
Yeah, I
Sounds pretty
definitely
cool.
Recommend the aquarium. Highly
Sounds
recommend
pretty
it.
cool.
And
Until next
let us
time.
know what you think about the price of ball game food because I don't think
I
it
should've
is what
checked
it
out
is. Like you can't.
Exactly.
They fuck you either way.
It's always been the same.
Back
thing,
to the
you
point
know.
of why would I even go?
It's-
I wouldn't go because if I'm going, you're at least spending like $50 between your ticket, food, and whatever
I
else.
mean, just the line to wait.
Experience.
I know, and that's fine. And I'm okay with that sometimes. I'm like, all right, cool,
Yeah,
let's
you know,
go.
sometimes it is.
But I'm not gonna be like, you know what? Today's Friday or today's whatever, and I'm fucking
Yeah.
going to the game, and I
Spoil
don't got money for that.
yourself.
Dude.
Yeah, I don't have money for
Spoil
that.
yourself.
But
if-
I'll be
if
honest
you-
though, like
The boys are like, yo, we're thinking about going. Let's go.
I don't know how much of a treat it is though. Like it is an event. I'll give it that. It's an experience. It's
not
like
a treat, though.
When I go, it's like when I went these years, it was because
You're not supposed to go there and be like,
Well,
oh,
yeah.
now I gotta pay a bunch
I
of
went
money
to-
for food.
Let me tell you why I went to the game.
That's
this
the
year.
wrong attitude
Exactly,
to
yeah.
I
go
went to
there.
2 games this year for the Lions. This is why I went.
Sorry.
We did fantasy football, and for the fantasy draft, we did it at Ford Field.
Nice.
You
guys
can
get a cute-
you
guys
pay
get a
some
booth?
money. It was like $100 a person, and they have some food, and it's basically the same food
Got
you get at
the
the
TVs
stadium.
and-
You get some they give you a board. You get to go in the field. You get to go through the locker room.
Hell yeah.
It was kind of cool,
Stankin'.
Stankin'.
But we did that, and and you also do the draft
Okay.
there
Yeah.
in the stadium. So we did that, and with that, you get a ticket to one of the games. So of course, yeah, cool, I'll go to the game. And then we're all going as a group, so that is the experience, the
Yeah.
event thing. But while we were there, they said, "Hey guys, we're giving out we know that we're not going to be." They didn't say this. We're not going to really do this good this year, so we're going to give away. We'll sell you Cardinals tickets, which was the end of the season, $50, which actually ended up being the best game of the season.
Yeah.
And we had great seats. We had
You
much
did
better.
it. You ended up buying them.
So we bought them 50. We're like, hey, $50.
Yeah.
$50 for 6 months from now, or whatever
Yeah.
it is. Like, sure, we can do
Yeah.
that. So we did it, and that's why we went to that game. But like I don't.
Again,
but,
yeah, it's not like I'm gonna get up out of my seat and be like, "Let's go." Just me and
literally
somebody.
like
It had to be
even
like,
if I lived downtown
Yeah,
in like
that's what I'm
across the
saying.
street,
Yeah.
like I still would be like, let's go to a bar.
yeah, I'd be like, "Let's go do something
You
else."
know, like let's take hey guys, let's take the $1,000 that we're gonna spend collectively here, and have a great party at our house for the game. Like
Oh, yeah.
you know.
All right.
But well, I would say that was a good podcast, but I would say it was probably more of a monologue on my part.
No, we had a good
Stands
conversation.
up to finish.
Stands up.
Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for, this
No,
was
it
fun,
was
everyone.
just a lot of
You're
Brennan
joining
stuff.
My mic was
Brennan.
off. Good. No, I'm kidding.
Thank you for joining Brennan's meltdown.
Yeah, it was mostly just a meltdown.
Yeah, you've got a little insight to what my therapist gets to see once a week, but for free.
That's some fun shit over
White
there.
shit is fun.
That's snowboarding
Yeah,
shit.
no.
Getting on the boat, going
Yeah, we can say
wakeboarding.
that. We can everyone. We can
White
say
people
that.
shit is fun. It's
White-
like you get a little.
Together, everyone.